I'm recording. This is our Emerald Eyes training call, and it's just a Q&A. So I have Stacy and Janelle on here with me, and I'm going to start by answering their questions, and then I'm just looking at the other questions I have. I'll just move on and record the answers to the others so that other people in the group can hopefully have some takeaways. So holler at me. Stacy, I know you had a lot of questions about signing your spouse. Did we answer those for you?
I think you did. Yeah, I watched that video and then I Googled a couple more things too. And it was helpful that you said in there about signing under the strong leg because, you know, I'm thinking I won't be building that business. I'm having enough trouble building my own business. I'm still trying to get that going. So I was telling Janelle, signed my first coach last week, and she has like a 2 recurring Shakeology order every month. So that's a decent amount. So I put her on my weak leg just to get something going. But yeah, I was wondering if it mattered where, you know, how high up, if he was in the strong leg, if that would matter, since there's already, I think, like 11 coaches in there from other folks in Bridget's organization, or if that just doesn't matter.
Well, he will have the top of your business in the organization if you put him in. So those 11 coaches that are above him, like, he won't see that volume necessarily. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The higher up you can get him, the better.
So if I just signed one on my weak leg, if I sign him up right now, then that's perfect?
Yep. Yeah. So you're seeing those volumes from those other people, right? But he won't see that volume. So it doesn't really matter now, but eventually when you build his business to diamond, you want him to be in a position to earn the most income. And so that's why you want to sign him early on. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
So I focused on building my own business to diamond. And then I had another diamond. So I was a 1-star. And then to be quite frank, I got really tired of waiting for another person to build their business to diamond, you know. So finally I was like, I'm just going to do it. So I made my husband's business diamond, and now his business. So it's kind of stinky because, if you're building for rank, it's hard because now my superstar coaches, my really amazing coaches, are split between mine and my husband's business. But I really was focusing on building for income, because at the end of the day, you can't take rank to the bank, right? And so I was like, if I've got, you know, so I've got a diamond over under him. It'd be really nice to have her under me, but at the same time, like, his business consistently brings in $1,000 a week on its own, just by itself. And I don't do much with it, you know, so that makes sense. And that's because I just put him, he was the first coach I signed on my strong leg. And so everybody gets added underneath. So once you start building him, his strong leg's going to be really strong, and it's going to be easy to see a lot of cycle bonuses pretty quick. Does that make sense?
Wow.
So,
that's a lot.
Oh, sorry. And I was going to say, and then, so he made me 2-star, which then meant you get the 2-star quarterly bonus. Then you can open another business center once you're 2-star. So it's a really nice way if it works out that way. My other diamond, Nicole, just happened to be opposite of him, so it worked out that way. But it's really nice to eventually be able to build his business to diamond. So that's why you kind of want him at the tippity top spot rather than way down, because it's just going to take longer for him to get PV.
Okay.
That was a really long, detailed explanation.
No, I'm just like, I don't know any of it yet, so it's very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think the more we hear it, we then understand it better. You know, it has to be like over and over.
It's a lot to wrap your mind around. But don't stress out too much about like pushing orders through his business besides just keeping him active. Like, I wouldn't worry about Success Club points in his business, none of it. Just have him there to hold a spot. And eventually you'll turn your focus to that business and probably work to grow it. Hi, Miss Quinn.
Oh, they're saying hi to you.
Hi.
Say hi.
So cute.
Never done this before.
Casey, did you have other questions about placement or hubby business or?
I think that was the biggest one. I was Googling a lot, and I found some other articles today about the other thing I was confused about is what I would need to hit Success Club for.
Yeah.
And if that matters, just thinking about, you know, if I'm ever in a spot where I need to get some PV over to his business center to keep him active, if it matters if I miss Success Club or anything like that.
Right. No, you're fine. I mean,
It doesn't really matter.
no, I mean, you don't want to miss Success Club. You want to keep it, you know, but anytime, I think as long as he keeps his 50 PV to keep active, that can be his order or a customer order. So if you guys have something that you order every month, you know, you can push it through his account instead. Or, you know, a lot of times what coaches do is once they have an order come through that's like, you know, the people that don't want to order a challenge pack, have them order through your hubby because they'll keep them active. And the Success Club points don't affect you anyways, right?
That's true. I get a lot of those people, so that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've never had anybody question me with asking to order through my husband's site either. I just tell them, I just say, hey, it's a family business, and you know, I run my husband's business too, or something like that. No one's ever like, oh, I'm not going to order from him. You know, they don't. So that's what I would do, and then. Yeah, once you have more coaches on the same leg as him, then it doesn't really matter if he goes inactive while you're building. So.
Okay, thank you. Those were my questions. I appreciate it.
Good questions. You're welcome. Janelle, what can I have? What questions do you have?
Oh gosh, I was hoping there was going to be more people so that I can kind of feed off of them.
You can. I can answer the other questions that are on here if you want. You're fine.
Okay, and then we'll go back to me. Okay.
Sure. No problem. Well, I will read one that you asked me, Janelle.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Once you become Emerald, we have a coach or two to introduce to the business. What are the first steps as their upline? Welcome email and new coach training. When will the next new training be, and the best steps for engaging our new coaches? Okay, so this is a really, really good question because I was really afraid to sign coaches in the beginning because I didn't know what I would do with them once I brought them on. So my best advice is, did your upline send you some sort of letter, guys, when you started? Okay, so just edit that to make it yours, right? Okay. Coach email or coach welcome letter or whatever they sent you. My coach did not. I don't think I got anything. And I love her to death, but I don't think she sent me anything. So I eventually started sending that to people, but I started building my organization without any sort of systems in place. So you guys are a step ahead already. So send them the new coach letter and set up a get started right call with them, right? And again, you don't have to be like, it doesn't have to be anything super formal. It could just be kind of chatting with them, get to know them, figure out their intentions of working in the business, you know, like do they want it as a discount, hobby, career? And then I would just go ahead and get them plugged into whatever new coach training your upline is doing. Okay. I really would. I think just your first couple of people, you don't have to run your own coach basics group unless you really want to. And there's a ton in the online office that you could point them towards in training too, to get them started. If that's all my upline did for me when I started. If they're ambitious enough, they'll figure it out, you know, but obviously you want to support them more than that, but don't feel pressure like you have to have 1,000,001 systems in place for your very first coach. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
My next new coach training is August 22nd, so this upcoming Monday.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, because I know you guys, Janelle, you're under Bridget, and Stacy, you're under, no, Janelle's under Nicole. Stacy's under Bridget. Okay, so I don't know for sure if they're doing their own thing or if you want to toss them in mine, but we'll figure out a place to get them going and get them started.
And you do those once a month?
Yeah, I always do mine once a month.
Okay. That's good to know because I have a feeling if anybody signs up, they're going to be like, I don't want to do a new coach training like right off the bat Monday, but next month would probably be good.
Right. Yeah. And in the meantime, they've got plenty of material that you could just get them started with, you know, like your welcome letter, setting up their website.
Ease them into
a new call with you, you know, poking around in the online office. I mean, that can last them a couple weeks, really, I think.
Yeah.
So don't be super stressed about having perfect systems in place, but I would pretty quickly try to get them plugged into something that somebody else is running. And then eventually you'll run your own, right?
Yep. So when do people typically like branch off and Like I'm in Team Shine. So like when, let's say I have a number of coaches under me, when do people usually branch off and make their own team name and that whole thing?
I think any time is fine. I think once you're Emerald, you could. But I think definitely once you start approaching Diamond, I would.
Okay.
Because then you're really kind of shifting to being your own leader, and you're likely having someone on your page that's going to be approaching Diamond soon, someone in your team.
Okay.
So I think really anytime, I've seen Emeralds do it a lot, like especially if you've got a couple workers, if you've only got a couple discount coaches, then maybe not as important, but
yeah. Okay.
that's a good question. Best steps for engaging new coaches. I really think just getting them plugged into your larger team page and touching base with them a lot between now and their new coach training, just supporting them. Also getting them plugged into a challenge group if they've never done one before. That's always really big, and again, team up with someone if you don't have one going.
Okay.
Let me just look, and you can interrupt me, guys, I'm just reading off my phone here the questions that were posted. Stacey, you got the requirements for Success Club. Leads. Let's see. Jennifer,
I found up like 4-part training on that or something on the Beachbody site.
It's crazy, all those videos.
Yeah. So.
Jennifer Williams says, what makes a great coach? I think a great coach is someone that's a good question. Someone who has a lot of passion for helping others and who is a hard worker and really persistent and patient. I really don't think you have to be extraordinarily fit. I don't think you have to be extraordinarily brilliant. I think you have to push and just keep working at it, and then just have your heart in the right place. That's my opinion. I don't know. I just look at the successful coaches in our upline, like Amanda, and that describes her. She's got a huge heart, but she's also a bulldog. She's not afraid to just keep working at it. And same thing with Melissa. So they weren't like instant success, but I don't think that you have to be. I don't think you have some unusual talent that anybody has. Just normal people. Where have you found your best coaches? I have found my best coaches in challenge groups. I have recruited people cold, like they want to join the business opportunity because, like Bridget is a great example of somebody who had never done a challenge group before, but was passionate about health and fitness and was like, I'm in, but I think that's kind of the exception to the rule. I think more organically, it tends to grow from someone who's had a lot of success as a challenger, knows how the group works, knows about the products, and then it seems like a natural next step. So I would say 75% of my coaches have come to me that way, but then there's 25% who have literally been like, I want to do this business. So, and then what techniques have generated strong leaders? That's a good question too. Jen shot me some good questions. I think lots of personal development and taking advantage of any sort of training that's offered by somebody who has been successful in the business, which you guys are doing. And I feel like I did with Amanda, and just lots being a student, and then getting out and doing, like creating your own page. And once you started recruiting coaches and really kind of making them your family and learning, just leading by example and learning as you go. There's a lot of trial and error, but I don't think I have any other questions that are in there, but I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have.
Okay. I'm wondering once you become Emerald, how many leads that Beachbody sends you?
That's a good question.
Or,
It varies month to month, I will tell you that. So if you're Emerald, you have to be Emerald and you have to hit Success Club, right?
Okay.
And so it varies month to month depending on, because Beachbody is filtering these people to you from like infomercials and stuff like that. They go to beachbody.com and they order something, so they're filtering people through you. If you hit Success Club 10, you get more leads. So, and better leads typically. I would say I typically maybe see 2 or 3 a month
Okay.
come through. If I had a better month, then I might see more.
Do you also get
Really good question.
Success Club points for them? Or
Not off that initial purchase, but off of any future purchases they make.
Oh, okay. So they're seen as a new person again.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typically,
Right.
they're not buying a challenge pack from the infomercial.
Oh,
They're
okay.
buying just like Brazil Butt Lift, and then you'll see them show up, and you're like, what? But then eventually they might decide to try Shakeology, and all of a sudden you're like, I have a Success Club point from this random person, and I don't know who this person is. And then you'll look, and they sign up for Shakeology HD, or they purchase a challenge pack, or, you know.
Okay.
It's very odd, and very odd in like trying to figure out the rhyme or reason sometimes and how they're assigning these people, and making contact with them is very challenging too. Typically they don't respond, they're not interested.
Oh,
I
okay.
keep trying.
That's interesting. Okay.
But you have got some free leads that order Shakeology every month. I've never heard from them, but I mean, that's residual income for me. So I'm like, I guess they're doing okay. I reach out, they don't respond.
One of the girls that the person who I just signed as a coach who has the 2 recurring Shakeology orders is one of those people who she just
Really
started. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't get her as a lead, but she was just some customer that ordered it just because she had heard of it and done research on Shakeology, and so she and her husband started drinking it. Had borrowed 21-day fix from a friend, and she got assigned a coach who she had never talked to, and she's my husband's cousin, and so I talked to her all the time, and I stole her away as a customer, and now she's a coach. So
isn't that crazy?
Nobody, had ever reached out to her. So, a great customer with a lot of volume every month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, you just never know. Lindsay Matway, do you guys follow Lindsay Matway at all? She's a top coach. She was someone's free lead. She literally like went online and just signed up as a coach and ordered a program and ended up with someone, and now she's like a superstar coach. So you just never know. Like sometimes those free leads sometimes they turn into coaches. And then once you become diamond, the company also gives you free coach leads. So that's kind of crazy. Hi, buddy. Oh my gosh, she's cute. So you get free coach leads from the company. So if someone just goes to beachbody.com and clicks coach and signs up that way, they filter those people out to diamonds. So that's kind of neat. Again, I've never had one of those people actually respond to me, but I have faith that someday one of them is going to want to build a business or is going to want my help. So, yeah. Other questions, guys? Ladies?
I don't know about Emerald, but I have another question that's going on for me right now. So I have a customer who did last month's challenge, had great results, and her coworkers, 2 of them were interested in what she's doing. And she told me, she just instant messaged me, oh, I have these 2 coworkers, and so I sent them to the website or whatever, but it wasn't a link through me. And I was like, oh,
right.
Okay. Can you connect me with them? Cause that's how I run my business. And so I was thinking about actually creating like something to say in my group. Like, if you have people that get turned on to it, to lead them in my direction. But she's actually somebody who's in the 3-day thing now to maybe become a coach. And what happened is one of these people went on and bought not a challenge pack, but can you hear everybody else or just me? Because there's other people here. Can you hear me?
A little bit, but mostly you.
Okay, sorry. So what happened was she bought the 21-day fix extreme essential package, so not a challenge pack. And it's her first time. So anyways, I feel like I kind of lost her in the process. Like she was like, yeah, I'm going to order it. And she called customer service, and now it's like she's crickets, but she's in the group, and I've reached out a couple times, and I'm just wondering what your experience is with something like that, and like how much I should continue to, she's not telling me to leave her alone or anything, but I don't know what to do. I don't want her to be turned off. And, I did ask if she's overwhelmed, and, I'm here to support you and all that, but I don't know.
No, she's in the 3-day group.
Oh, no, the one that ordered not the challenge pack, she's the friend of the one that's in the 3-day group.
Got it.
Like a coworker of her. So she ordered on her own and then assigned me as her coach, but she's sending it back and was going to order a challenge pack. So,
Right.
But she didn't order a challenge pack, and she's in the group now, and she's not doing nothing. And I'm like, shoot, man, I don't know what to do.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm following.
Sorry, I'm long-winded.
I would probably touch base with her like once a week. I don't know, Stacy, do you agree? Like, she's muted.
Sorry, I'm on mute still. I have recently been more aggressive, not aggressive to a point of annoying, but more, I mean, I found that if I check back like 4 times, I'll finally like get something from somebody. Because before I would send somebody one message and then I would stop.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know from personal experience, I forget to respond to messages too. So I would.
Right.
And you can, you know, of course, you can fill out a coach change form too and get her under you.
She is under me, and I added her to my group.
Okay.
But she's not doing anything, and she's not responding to me on the side. And so I didn't know if I should keep at it.
I would.
Okay. I don't want to
tag her in the group too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a proponent of that because sometimes they'll respond in the group to you.
Okay.
And then sometimes people won't do that, but they'll respond via personal message. So I always try both. Just
okay.
Like, you know, because the truth is if she wanted accountability, that's why she signed up. So, you know, you're doing your job, and if she really doesn't want the support or if something big is going on, then she'll let you know, but
yeah,
I had a similar situation with somebody who said they were going to order the challenge pack and said they were going to order the challenge pack just recently, and they still have not ordered the challenge pack, and it was like 3 months ago. And so I don't know. I just keep checking back with her because I'm like, dude, like, you basically did the group because she sent her stuff back. It was confusing. She basically did the group or didn't do the group and never purchased anything. It was just weird. So I just keep back, touching base with her,
Okay.
It's hard because she's not someone you have a real relationship with, so.
Yeah. I mean, we did talk on the phone twice, so that's good. But, now she's ignoring me. So,
right.
I don't know. She's busy too, yes, but those people in the tickets
I had somebody do the exact same thing too, and she's the one she's reached out to me, and then she's disappeared for months, and then she came back and she did buy a program and shakes and stuff, and now it's the same thing where she got her stuff, and now I cannot get a hold of her. So she already did, it's just, who knows?
Sometimes happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
All you can do is keep offering her the support and accountability she signed up for,
Yeah. Okay. Shoot, man. All right.
It's frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried tagging her in the group if you haven't done that.
I will.
She might respond to a public
call.
Yeah. She might. Just like, how things going for you,
Yeah. I just posted a video in the group of check-in, so maybe I'll tag her in it for that. I could just tag everybody too, and then it won't feel like I'm singling her out. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else, ladies, that I can help you with? I don't want to keep you if you're, it's late, but.
No, I think I bugged you with all my questions.
I love your questions. They were good. You had good questions.
I get confused about all the technicalities of rank and all that kind of stuff, and what matters and what doesn't.
I still get confused by some of that. There's a lot to wrap your mind around. So I think it's better to ask and try to be informed. So I'm glad you did.
I guess I want to clarify one thing, that once somebody signs up as a coach under you, you only have 3 days, right, to assign them. Okay. So it's important to tell them, like, make sure you let me know you're signing up to be a coach, right?
Mm-hmm. And just check your online office every day because it shows up in your alerts. You have one new coach. It'll show up.
What was it that you can change their leg within 3 days?
Yes.
Okay.
And the way you do that is you're going to go to the form, the contact us form for Beachbody, or you could call, but I just do the contact us form and email them and let them know which leg. But you only have like 36 hours or something. And I've definitely missed that window, but pay attention to your alerts because that'll tell you if you have a new coach.
Oh, in the online office. Okay. Okay.
Good
Cool.
to know.
Alrighty.
So, and you can set your preferred placement. So once you've placed a coach, a good solid active coach on your strong leg, I would set your preferred placement to your weak leg for the next 3 people at least, and then you just don't have to worry about it. They'll just automatically go there, but always double check, you know how the online office is.
Oh, so is there a way, like, say this girl, Amy, if she becomes a coach, is there a way to position her?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I just have to figure that out. Okay.
Yep. It's called it's a preferred placement tab in the online office, and I'm not sure exactly where it is, but
Okay.
It's right under my business. I think it's the one of the first ones.
yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to
Just set
find.
it to where you want her to be when she signs up.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So you could do that with everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes it easier.
Yep. That helps.
Alrighty. My daughter's on a treadmill.
Oh my goodness.
That's so funny.
You should take a video.
I know, right?
Take a video
Or
for
actually, it's like
oh my goodness. That is too funny.
grunting.
Well,
okay,
ladies,
well, thank you, Jess.
of course. I'm so glad that you tuned in. I appreciate it so much, and I will not keep you, but just keep posting questions or shoot me a message. I'm always here to help, okay?
Alrighty.
All
Thank
right.
you, Jess.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.